It all began with a glance, a fleeting, heartwarming moment during the filming of their hit drama. Chae Soo-bin and Yoo Yeon-seok had always been admired for their on-screen chemistry, but few could have predicted that their fictional romance would blossom into something so real, so deeply moving, that even her parents would publicly voice their admiration and blessing. And what they said, in a moment that quickly went viral, touched the hearts of fans around the world. Long before the headlines and speculation, the seeds of their relationship were quietly sown behind the scenes. The production crew recalls the subtle glances, the genuine laughter between takes, and the way they instinctively stood a little closer than necessary. For the actors, it began as a professional partnership, built on mutual respect and a shared dedication to their craft. But gradually, the line between performance and reality blurred. Quiet affection began to grow. Friends of the couple later revealed that their relationship started with late-night script readings and casual coffee runs. Over time, these moments turned into long conversations about life, family, and dreams beyond the spotlight. Chae Soo-bin, known for her vibrant energy and grounded personality, found in Yoo Yeon-seok a calm, full presence. He, in turn, admired her intelligence, her sincerity, and the way she made every space feel a little brighter. It wasn't long before fans began to notice. Social media buzzed with side-by-side photos and video clips. Were they wearing matching accessories? Did they post from the same cafe on the same day? Fan theories abounded, with timelines and compilations attempting to prove what many hoped was true. Still, both stars remained silent, neither confirming nor denying, allowing the rumors to swirl and grow. Then came the turning point, an awards ceremony where their glances lingered just a second too long. The way Yoo Yeon-seok placed his hand gently on Chae Soo-bin's back as they exited the stage sparked renewed speculation. In interviews, they spoke warmly of each other, choosing their words carefully, but the sincerity in their eyes said more than any press release ever could. The confirmation, when it finally arrived, was delivered not through a flashy announcement or an orchestrated media moment, but through a candid interview. In a quiet sit-down with a respected journalist, Yoo Yeon-seok spoke of finding someone who made him feel seen, understood, and supported. Chae Soo-bin, in a separate interview just days later, expressed gratitude for a partner who embraced both her strengths and vulnerabilities. The connection was undeniable. And just like that, the rumor transformed into a love story. Public reaction was swift and overwhelmingly positive. Fans who had shipped the couple for years celebrated as if witnessing a K-drama ending brought to life. Messages of support flooded social media. Major entertainment outlets praised the couple for their authenticity and grace. Unlike many celebrity relationships that burn fast and fade, theirs felt different, real, steady, refreshingly low-key. In the months that followed, glimpses of their relationship surfaced like quiet confessions, a shared vacation in Jeju Island, a cozy dinner with close friends, joint attendance at charity events. But the most telling moments were the subtle ones, a shared umbrella, a knowing glance, a gentle handhold caught by an unassuming fan. One particularly moving moment came when Chae Soo-bin fell ill during a hectic filming schedule. Witnesses recalled Yoo Yeon-seok visiting her on set, bringing her favorite soup and quietly waiting until she finished her scenes. He didn't pose for the cameras or make a grand gesture. He simply showed up, consistently, compassionately. In an industry where gestures are often performative, his was deeply personal. Their relationship resonated not because of grand declarations, but because of its authenticity. They represented a kind of love that wasn't built on spectacle but on sincerity. In interviews, they often avoided discussing each other in detail, choosing instead to let their actions speak. Yet those close to them described a bond that was unmistakable. He made her laugh after long days. She reminded him to take care of himself amidst his packed schedule. They had become each other's anchor. The relationship grew more serious. Conversations naturally turned toward family. For Chae Soo-bin, introducing someone to her parents wasn't a casual step. Her upbringing, rooted in strong family values, meant that any man she brought home would be met with careful observation. But from the moment Yoo Yeon-seok stepped into her family's home, he approached it not as a celebrity, but as a humble man in love. He brought traditional gifts, set the dinner table, and listened intently as her parents shared stories of her childhood. Her mother, moved by his quiet attentiveness, later said, "He didn't try to impress us, he just wanted to know us. And everything." Her father, initially more reserved, warmed to him when he noticed how respectfully Yoo Yeon-seok spoke to their daughter, always encouraging her voice and decisions. Then came the moment that touched fans the most. In a candid family gathering captured in a private home video later shared with permission, Chae Soo-bin's mother turned to her daughter and said, "He looks at you the way your father looked at me when we were young. It's how I know he truly loves you." Those words, simple yet profound, echoed across fan pages and news outlets. They weren't rehearsed or polished for the media. They were raw, genuine, and full of the kind of truth that can't be scripted. For many, it was the ultimate seal of approval, not from a management company, but from a mother who saw in Yoo Yeon-seok the kind of partner she had always hoped her daughter would find. This meeting marked a turning point. With her parents' blessing, the couple seemed more open, more at ease. They attended family dinners, were spotted grocery shopping together, even rumored to have looked at houses in quieter districts of Seoul. The whispers of a potential engagement began to surface, though neither confirmed nor denied them. As always, they let their actions, and their smiles, speak louder than any headline. Chae Soo-bin once said in an interview, "Is feeling safe, understood, and challenged to grow." In Yoo Yeon-seok, she found someone who offered all three. And he, in turn, found in her a partner who balanced warmth with strength, passion with compassion. Their story continues, holding not in the pages of a script, but in the quiet, beautiful moments of real life. Whether or not a wedding follows, whether or not the world is invited to witness every step, what remains clear is this: their love, grounded in respect and nurtured with care, is the kind that lasts. And as her parents have so tenderly affirmed, that kind of love is worth everything. They've since spent more time with each other's families, including a touching weekend visit to Yoo Yeon-seok's childhood home in Jinju. According to a close family friend, Chae Soo-bin helped his mother with household chores and even joined a neighborhood potluck, charming everyone with her down-to-earth nature. Yoo Yeon-seok's father was seen beaming as he introduced her to old friends, telling them, "This is the one he's been waiting for." The couple also began attending public events as a unit, quietly but confidently. At a film premiere, they arrived separately but sat side by side, sharing subtle smiles. UNICEF fundraiser, they were seen holding hands under the table, only caught by a photographer's careful lens. They weren't flaunting their love, but they weren't hiding it either. Balance seemed to define their relationship, grounded, intentional, and deeply secure. Media outlets have speculated on what's next, with many believing a proposal may already have taken place in secret. Sources close to the couple mention a private vacation in Switzerland earlier this year, where they stayed in a secluded lakeside chalet. Details are scarce. A single Instagram post, a landscape shot with two mugs and a pair of hiking boots, sparked engagement rumors. Neither has commented publicly, but the silence has only fueled anticipation. Still, those close to the couple say it isn't about the ring or the ceremony. It's about the life they're building quietly behind the scenes. Friends speak of dinner parties where they cook together, of weekends spent gardening or volunteering. They talk about dreams of a home filled with laughter, perhaps even children one day. And in all these conversations, what stands out is not the fame or glamour, but the deep, abiding partnership they've formed. Chae Soo-bin's mother once told a reporter, "I used to worry if my daughter would find someone who truly understood her, her drive, her sensitivity, her light. When I see them together, I don't worry anymore." Kind of peace, that kind of maternal assurance, is rare in the high-stakes world of celebrity. Yoo Yeon-seok, known for his thoughtful nature, has quietly shifted his public image from bachelor heartthrob to mature, devoted partner. In a recent fan meeting, he was asked about the biggest lesson love had taught him. He paused, smiled, and answered, that being seen, really seen, and still loved, is the greatest gift. Perhaps that's why their story resonates so deeply. A world where image often outweighs intimacy. Relationships are scrutinized and sensationalized, theirs feels sacred. It isn't built on public validation but private truth. It's the way he looks at her when she's not speaking, It's the way she instinctively reaches for his hand. It's in the silence they share, the kind that says, "I'm here, no matter what." The world may be watching, but for Chae Soo-bin and Yoo Yeon-seok, the most meaningful moments are the ones away from the cameras. Whether they're strolling through a park at dusk, curled up with books on a rainy afternoon, or simply enjoying each other's company without words, their love continues to unfold, authentic, enduring, and beautifully real. And as her parents once said, "Don't need to see the future to believe in it. We just need to see the way he looks at her now." In the end, that's the kind of love that melts hearts, and changes lives.